Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nasagita. I'm from X2C. My last three number NPM 230.
Speaker 1. I think that even up until just a few years ago, we could never have imagined how our behavior would change with regard to using mobiles and tablets. I know that I would find it incredibly difficult to live without my mobile. I'm constantly looking at my phone to see if I've got any new message or updates and checking my apps to see what's new. I wouldn't say that I post my life online, not like some people I know, but I do like to keep up with what people are up to, friends, family, and even other people I know but maybe have not seen for years. Uh, like old school friends and check our photos of what they look like now.
Speaker 2. In a way, I think it's quite funny that we are always worrying about teenagers and young people becoming obsessed with online communication. But if you ask me, we need to worry just as much about those. At the office where I work, even when we have a break, nobody talk to each other unless they absolutely have to, which is a sorry state of affairs to say the least. Everyone's too busy checking their social networks and sending messages to have time to communicate face to face. People spend their lunchtime glued to their screen or barely glance up for their phones. Even during meetings, people can resist subtly checking their phone. And what really irritates me is when you are trying to talk to someone and they are more interested in looking at their phone than paying attention to what you are saying. Even though you're right in front of them, fabbing, I think, is called.
Speaker 3. I was listening to this discussion on the radio the other day talking about online communication and they are talking about FOMO or what was it, fear of missing out, which apparently is a kind of modern day psychological syndrome which were affected by because of our obsession with online communication. Basically, that we're saying that the reason why people feel like they have to be connected 24/7 and communicate everything they are doing and keep up with everything that other people we know are doing. It's done to this fear of missing out. We're worried that everyone is having more fun than us or doing something more exciting than us. They also said that because we're spending more time communicating in the online world, we're losing an ability to enjoy the present. Speaker 4. My generation is so different to my parents. I mean, they are always telling me that they grew up in a world without mobiles and social networking and they manage fine. Hard to imagine how they arrange to meet their friends without a phone. But they say they did. I had so many agreements with them while I was growing up until they let me have my first smartphone, but they didn't let me have Snapchat or Instagram or anything like that. It's not the end of the world. They say they just didn't understand that days the way people my age communicate with each other. Nobody actually talk on my phone anymore. They have no idea how much I miss out on at school being the only one who didn't have Snapchat. Also at school we had lots of talk and stuff on how to say safe online and most of us knew that anything you post online was going to be there forever. Speaker 5. For me, one of the best thing about online communication is that you can stay in touch with everyone at the same time, all the time. You know exactly what's going on, when and where, so you never miss out on anything. I love the fact that you can update all your friends on what's going on in your life and they can respond immediately with a like or a comment, so you feel like you are together with people even though you might be completely alone sitting on a bus or at home. I share lots of photo, but I only post up my best edit shot. I had it when people I know post photo of me not looking my best.